Hey guys, and welcome to our review for the Lego Movie 2, the second part, directed by Mike Mitchell, starring Chris Pratt, Elizabeth Banks, Will Arnett, and Tiffany Haddish. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavick.
Lego Movie 2.
Good hype. Lego Movie was a 5 for you, was it not?
We'll get there.
Also joining us, Phil Clark.
Everything is awesome.
Oh,
Everything is not awesome.
Tyler Switolski.
everything is awesome.
I don't believe you at
What
all.
a
And Adam Franey.
It's not the case. They said in the movie
Oh,
it's actually not.
things aren't awesome.
Everything is not awesome.
everything is awesome.
Shit.
Tim, can you give us a little synopsis of the Lego Movie 2 for
Yeah.
the viewers?
5 years after the events of Taco Tuesday, Bricksburg has become a desolate and post-apocalyptic place, but Emmett remains as positive and innocent as ever. However, when his friends are kidnapped by a strange race of Duplo aliens from the Sistar system, Emmett must uncover the dark, tough, and brooding side of himself in order to save them and their world.
I did not get that they're Duplo.
The Duplo.
They said that.
Really?
Did they actually say
They
that?
literally
Literally said that. they're
Did not
spies.
catch it. Yeah.
Right. Also to save them from Armageddon.
Yes.
Armageddon, yes.
Armageddon is
I thought it was Armageddon. I was like,
No, it's like Armam.
I know, I got, like, later on I got it,
Armageddon.
but, like, they kept saying it, like, it was just Armageddon. I'm like,
What?
what is that?
Hilarious.
Now you know.
Tim, let's start with you. We know you
Huge.
love the first Lego movie.
Huge fan.
Huge.
That being said,
Huge.
what are your thoughts about the second one? Does it live up to the first one? Does it continue it? How do you like it?
Well, let me tell you, Scott. First one's a 5.
Right.
Naturally.
One of my favorite animated movies all time.
Of course.
Snubbed by the Oscars, famously, not even nominated for Best Animated Feature.
Oh, shit then.
Lego Batman was
Pretty
good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Did not see Ninjago.
How rude.
Good call.
No one.
Much did.
No one did.
No one else see it.
It's not bad. It's just the third best one.
You know,
Of the-
Lego Movie 2 though, sequel to the first one. I had a great time in this movie.
A
Did you?
great time.
Not a 5. It's not
Oh.
quite as fresh feeling as the first one.
This is the fourth one now. Right?
But that being said, I thought the characters were still all great. Writing was still great. There's some pulling at heartstrings that I think works in some cases.
Doink, doink.
We got the girl
String.
from Florida Project.
Yes, Florida Project Girl is
How
there.
crazy is that?
Brooklyn Prince.
She's the little girl, right? Yeah. You didn't notice
They
that?
got the same kid back who played a young kid from the first one. He's back for this one.
Right.
Just as gangly and awkward looking as he did in the first one.
Yeah.
Well, you get
Will Ferrell briefly.
Voice
very
cameo
briefly.
from Will Ferrell?
Maya
He-
Rudolph?
Was he was there?
No.
He was
He showed
there
him,
for a
like-
split second in the
Like
beginning.
1
Really?
second. Yeah.
that fast.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah,
I think it was
He
early. I
Blink
want to say it was.
and
It was like a previous flashback.
Yeah.
Right. It was
Yeah.
like from the first.
It was
movie,
probably cut
right?
from the first movie.
Yeah.
Beautifully shot.
Maya Rudolph?
Maya Rudolph?
Yep.
His
She
mother?
Was, she was great.
She was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really, really liked it. I thought the whole like storyline was great. There's a twist that I actually surprisingly didn't see coming. Stupid me. But I
I
liked
should
it.
have not. I should have seen it coming
I know,
based on the
still,
voice cast.
yes, but I was still like surprised. I was like, oh shit, interesting. But yeah, I thought it was a really clever, fun movie.
right
Good time
on.
with it.
Tyler, let's jump over to you. What are your thoughts about the Lego Movie?
Love the first one. Love the first one. First one's a 5.
Yes.
A certified 5.
It's a
It was
rare
a-
Tim Tyler crossover.
I,
So rare that we can't high
certified.
five.
I know.
It's
Happened
never
once.
been
Right in the
done.
middle.
We don't often
Work
get
on
to try
that.
that.
It's
Look
not
on the
good.
human interaction there.
In 5 years.
Some
Social-
human
social
interactions.
skills.
No, it's been 20 for you.
So this one, didn't love it. It didn't really do it for me. I was actually kind
Reverse
of
that high five.
I was kind of bored. I'll be honest with you.
Bored.
Like there was a couple times like, okay, yeah, this is interesting, and then it would just kind of fall flat a little bit.
Well, flat a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Just something about this just did not hold up to the first one.
Hold up to the first.
Yeah, like I can't exactly pinpoint it, but it just seemed like it was.
Interesting.
So you're a Lego hater.
Interesting.
No.
Well, it makes sense. You had no childhood, so you didn't play with Legos.
There's no colors in this movie either, so it's
That's true.
Yeah.
There's some timelines.
Timelines are a
Like,
little
if you
messy.
can-
Yeah.
But
Timelines were fucked. I will admit.
Sorry, we'll let you say your opinion.
For a child.
No, it's fine. We
No.
just think tanked the problem. So there we go. That was it.
We solved it. It's a 5.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know. I kind of would have liked to have seen a little more in their world. I didn't like so much as we got out of their world so much. Like that kept happening.
The human
Out of Bricksburg?
portions?
Yeah, out of Bricksburg, like
Oh.
going out
Well,
to
it was
like.
It was Duplo destroyed it.
Yeah, but they
You
can
mean
still
they were in the Sistar system?
I think he's talking about like the Lego world versus the world of
the
the
human
house.
world.
You thought there was too much
Yeah.
human world.
Yeah, like I think that they really heavy-handed it on the human aspect of
Very
it.
Toy Story-esque.
Like if you think about it, at the end,
Less building, kind of,
Yeah.
less like Lego, straight up Lego stuff.
and so in this, it was just like them being outside of the Lego world was like such a strong part of it that like to me everything that was going on in Bricksburg or Lego World was whatever they call it. It's to me it was just so not important because it was just jumping back and forth, and I didn't like that.
She didn't like that.
No, I didn't like it.
Well, Phil, what are your thoughts then? Do you like it? Do you like that?
I like the first one a lot. I think it's
Non-answer.
really, really good.
We're on the same page for the first one.
It's funny that I'm in the middle of these two because that's where I am. I think there's lots of it that
Okay,
I
okay.
enjoyed.
Oh!
Some jokes that were like just genuinely funny, like had me laughing.
There was some more adult jokes.
Yeah.
Adult geared jokes
In
that
this
I laughed
one.
at.
Yeah,
More than the
I
first
feel
one,
like
I
some
think.
people died. Is that true? Did some Lego characters die? Like some people were killed.
In this movie?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Or like during the
I
making.
feel
of
like
this movie?
there was a moment, and I was like, "Oh shit, they went there." I could be making that up, but I feel like there were more like adult
There's definitely
moments.
like Bruce Willis.
Oh
Yeah, Bruce Willis, hilarious.
Amazing.
Hilarious.
His best role in years.
I love that.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal.
Um,
Haven't seen Glass, though.
I don't think I entirely disagree with Tyler. I think the first one did a good job of telling a story and then contextualizing it in the form of the humans. I think this one didn't do quite as good of a job. I think it's a little bit looser in that like we need to make it make sense both as a Lego movie and as like people playing Lego. I thought the first one pulled that off a lot better. And I did find the back and forth a little bit clunky. I don't want to say bad, but
Well, the first one, I mean, it was this clear thing of
yeah.
the dad with his Lego
Mhm.
not wanting to sort of open up. He had the glue,
But
and he
you-
was making everything permanent. Didn't want to
Yeah.
embrace the creative side of Lego.
And there were
It was
some
very
like
clear.
there were some like human objects in the Lego world, but they were always just like different from the world itself. Like the world had this own like its own universe feel, and then when Emmett goes through the portal, he sees what is actually happening on the table, and then we as a viewer experience like, oh, this is like a kid playing, and his dad is Will Ferrell, and he's craggling everything.
Right.
I didn't find this as engaging as that.
This one there was almost two elements. There
Yeah.
was the brother,
Brothers.
trying to say that they should be more cooperative
Mhm.
and play
Mhm.
together, right? They were getting at that and kind of most of it, but then there was a whole aspect of like someone getting thrown under the dryer or whatever.
Yeah.
There was that whole thing too.
Mhm.
So it was kind of two separate things happening in the real world.
And to me, just none of them were strong enough.
Right. It wasn't that strong connection that they had in the first movie.
Yeah.
I found the characters a little more compelling in the first one too. I don't know if I think Emmett trying to get in like his dark, broody side. I don't know if that turned me off of it, but I was just like, I don't know, just I found him much better in the first one than this one. I did like the animation, how they had the numerical pieces of what the Lego piece was and how they were like using it together. I thought that was really
That was
cool.
pretty cool.
It was nice to see him like update the animation. That was awesome, and I love seeing that like building style. But I think I saw more of it in the first
Definitely.
one than this one, which was a little disappointing.
They always do a pretty good job with
Yeah.
animation in the Lego movies. Even like
Yeah.
Lego Ninjago looked visually great.
Yeah.
You know, so just the way it looks like stop motion,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Even though it's animated, it's interesting.
So that's my take. But it was good. It wasn't bad, but I don't think it was as good as the first one.
Adam, what are your thoughts over there?
Well, didn't realize it was 5 years had gone by. That,
Also true.
In universe and
In reality,
in real time.
it made me want to kill myself.
Yeah, blew my mind.
Life is just spiraling
that.
down the down the dark tunnel. I love the first one, as we all do. I think I don't want to speak for anyone. We all love the first one,
Yeah.
right? Correct? Is that correct? This one, however, Tim, Ty, Phil, Scott,
Viewers.
All of us.
viewers, is fine. Didn't love it. didn't hate it. Thought it was fine.
It was a film.
It was a film. Some would say was made. I don't like to say this on this podcast, but I agree with Ty. Kind of gross coming out of the mouth, but I know. It's very gross. I
gotta
thought
get it up.
I didn't like the. What do I say? Like it was like they jumped too much into the human stuff. Like you said, wasn't seamless. It was very clunky. I thought it like literally just looked bad. Like all the human stuff just looked like I don't even know how to describe it. Like a YouTube
Netflixy.
skit, maybe Netflixy. Like yeah, it looked like
Yeah.
No, like cheaper than Netflixy.
They shot it
yeah,
illegal.
lower.
Yeah.
yeah.
The show
Oh
is
yeah,
spent
that's
one day.
definitely shot.
Oh, yeah.
real
Like
quick.
Will
Yeah.
Ferrell literally like did a walkthrough. Like came by the set. Like all right, let's
pulled an Oscar
make it
Isaac
happen.
on his
He
lunch
read
break.
2 paragraphs, which was his lines, and then left.
Yeah, and
And
Maya
Maya Rudolph had
Rudolph
2 scenes. The kids
Did she
had
have 2?
3. I'm gonna say. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was not a lot.
and it just felt like they were. I could be wrong because I haven't seen the first one in a few years, but it felt like way more. Like there is way more in this, right?
The
With
first
human
one, that
angle?
human thing's
Yeah.
a twist in the third act.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I
And you
was.
this
get
one, it's
like
more
maybe a couple
interspersed.
scenes.
That's what I
It's
thought.
more present in this one.
Yeah, this one's like almost throughout. Like you
Even
almost
if there's
find out
not,
like
it doesn't feel like there's a lot. To me, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of human stuff.
No, it's just that
It's just interspersed more regularly.
yeah, pretty much from the first
Right.
act on, you start seeing it pop up.
Yeah.
Like if you took it all out and watched it, it'd be like 2 scenes. Right?
right. True. Yeah, it just threw off the rhythm. Like I was enjoying being back with the characters because they're good. Like they're obviously very good, and I was having fun and like I was laughing. Like it's funny, but they just every time it pulled me literally, pulls you out of the Lego world. It was like a downer.
You get to see Maya Rudolph step on some Lego.
Classic, right? Who
Oh,
hasn't
I
stepped
mean,
on
they
30
had to,
seconds.
really, you had to go to that joke. Like we never
Yeah.
heard that before. Oh, you
We're all
stepped on
waiting.
Lego. It's like worse than childbirth.
You know what? I would be disappointed if they hadn't put it in there, though. It's one of those things
I
that's
wouldn't have
too,
been, 'cause
it's
too
too obvious.
obvious.
That's like
It's one of the ones that's
Was
too
it in the
obvious that
first
it
one?
has to be. No.
it's
I like the
grazing the grass.
unexpected
It's
stuff
so
though,
low
like the
it's
Bruce
just-
Willis thing.
Oh,
Very unexpected.
So
Very
funny.
funny.
Oh.
You don't expect that, so it's
No.
hilarious. Right?
amazing.
You know, you gotta subvert expectations.
You got Jason
right?
Momoa doing his Aquaman.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
was that
Yeah.
Momoa?
Yeah,
Oh,
What about
I
Jonah
died.
Hill as
I did
the
love
Green
that.
Lantern?
so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum as Superman.
that stuff was all great, but
Again, like
overall,
returning
it
from
was
the first-
fine. For you?
Yeah, just didn't. I don't know. It just felt so fine. Like it's not bad. I laughed. I had fun. I liked the returning characters. There just like wasn't any meat or substance. I feel.
Yeah,
Or
like,
enough.
you like meat,
enough
you like-
meat.
you like a
yeah,
lot of
You
give
like
me
a
the
lot of
meat.
meat.
Give me the meat.
right?
There wasn't enough food.
You guys want to get something to eat? Or you
Pretty fat
guys
meat.
hungry?
Are you guys eating yet?
I'm starving.
You can't tell.
That's your secret, right?
And I didn't think that the.
You're always
I didn't think that the villains were that good. Also, like the aliens from the Sistar system or whatever, the Duplo or what are you guys saying?
What was her name? What's
Duplo?
Tiffany Haddish's character's name? It was
Princess
whatever-
whenever
Queen-
not
Queen whenever I
Wanabe.
wanna.
Scott.
Wanabe.
Whenever Nabri.
Whatever
Queen
I wanna
whenever
be?
Wanabe.
Whatever.
well,
Whatever Wanabe, yeah.
Whatever she's on screen, I want to puke. So I hated her.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That one joke, which is sad that was in the trailer. You guys know the
Where she
one.
transforms into Oris.
She's like, I can change my form if you like, and she
Yeah.
changed into the fucking weird,
Yeah.
Three-eyed
like
octopus.
Cthulhu like monster, and I'm.
Will
it's still,
Arnett.
it's still funny.
Yeah. No, the horse was much more palatable.
Like
True.
I like that, but beyond that, a little, the sort of the musical number,
Oof.
right? Very Disney villainous.
Yeah, I
Very
wasn't
long,
feeling that. Wasn't feeling the musical numbers.
You know?
Still love Batman, obviously.
Mm.
Still great. Yeah, like I enjoyed the characters. Just I don't know, step down
Yeah.
in the other facets.
I'll jump in. I kind of agree with everyone. Everyone's kind of saying that they, it's fine. They like it. No, don't love it, right? I agree. It's not as strong as the first one, without a doubt. I can't really think of a whole lot that I hate about it. It just there wasn't enough of the sort of the freshness. Like I think it was Adam that said that.
I'll take the credit.
Somebody
I
said
don't
fresh. It
remember.
wasn't
me.
fresh. Was it you? The first movie was such a new idea, and as they keep doing
Yeah.
more Lego movies, there's only so much
Yeah.
they can draw on, right?
Yeah.
They need to have. I feel like they're going to have to draw more from, the characters and their stories than these kind of, metaphors of the real world and all that.
And
those
just
kind of
throwing blocks
conceits,
around.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fine. I laughed a few times. A few of the jokes hit. A few of them were kind of meh for me. Like the more like kiddie stuff.
Of course.
But yeah, overall it was just kind of fine.
Oof,
You know,
devastating.
I don't have anything real specific to say.
I think also a lot of the first one, not that it didn't earn it, like the first one's great, but there was, people forget now, because it's so revered, that there was a lot of like skepticism. I don't know if you remember. Like,
yeah, I remember when they announced it,
it.
I was like, this is going to be stupid.
Yeah, we were all like, what the fuck is... Are you kidding me? Like
It's
a
like,
Lego
well, they did
movie?
Battleship, and we saw how that turned out.
Yeah,
They're gonna
like-
do Lego.
And people are like, what is this going to be? Is it live action? Like, is it animated? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
So there was that like surprise factor of getting like sort of blindsided by
Yeah.
how good it was, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like the Lord and Miller factor kicking in, I guess, and elevating
It's
it.
like we didn't know that they were like. There's been lots of Lego movies before,
Right.
but like direct to DVD stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like the way they animated it was like.
Smooth.
Yes, but like they had the Lego pieces, but then they didn't move like normal Lego pieces,
Right.
Like their arms would bend and the legs
They
would
kind of
bend,
like twist.
Yeah.
and the bodies would twist, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it didn't. It wasn't natural.
pieced together.
And like arms would move like this and stuff like that. I imagine the Star Wars ones. I'm thinking a lightsaber,
Yeah.
Right.
right? But this one, like the first Lego movie, and obviously everyone since they sort of reacted as if it was stop motion, which was really surprising to me.
Yeah.
That it looks so real.
It looks better
We
for
take
a Lego
for
movie.
granted how real it looks, I feel. Like they literally look like Lego on strings or something. Like it looks like stop
And they
motion.
literally built all the sets, not in real life, but in like a program. They had to build the parts.
Oh, really?
They didn't just like build a shape and then just like put stuff on the surface. Like they had to build
Because that
everything.
counter is real. Like when it's showing the piece numbers, it's technically like a real thing, right?
Those are actual numbers. Those are...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When they're building everything and the numbers
Right.
are coming up?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's interesting.
There's like a program that you can go in, like anyone can use it, right? You can make Lego sets with it. Like I've seen sets that people make where it's like they'll make tanks and other stuff that they don't have the parts for, but they'll just do it online and make cool stuff. So that's how they built everything, which is really interesting. But why don't we give our rating for this sequel? Ooh, we get into some potential spoiler discussion. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna say this is. I mean, the first one it's a 5, right? So. I think it might be a heavy 4 for me. This one, however, I'm going to say it's probably a heavy 3.
Oh,
Might be high. I don't know.
a little high for me.
I'm going to go 4, maybe like 4.
You really enjoyed
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah.
it. You enjoyed it.
You loved it.
Yeah, you did love it.
I
You're
love
Phil?
Lego.
I'm gonna go heavy 3. I think that's there's lots I did enjoy, and I did like being back in the world at some points. It just
You hated it?
Ty, I'm sensing
Not
a
as good
3.
as the first one.
Yeah. But I don't want to put
I'm
words
sensing
in
a
your
5.
I'm sensing a 2.
You know what? You're in
You
the,
guys
you're in the
cannot
negative.
read me at all.
Yeah.
You saw it.
So
I
many
did see
can.
it. Okay, you guys got that 1
It's
point
either
each.
a 1 or a heavy 4.
I'm going to go with a light 3.
Light?
Okay, so subverting expectations.
Yeah.
Diet 3, eh?
A diet 3. It's a diet
Adam?
3 or a tick 3.
I'm just going a classic plain Jane 3.
Really? Just
your,
right.
just your generic 3. Yeah.
Right.
Run of the mill 3.
It was alright.
Well, fair warning, if you haven't
Right.
seen Lego Movie 2, the second part, we are going to be discussing some spoiler aspects, so you've been warned. If you don't want to hear that, then watch it, come back, but it is in theaters right now. Is there anything, Tim, you mentioned being surprised by a certain reveal. What might that be?
I was surprised that Rex Dangerfield was future version of Emmett. Got me.
Didn't like it.
Got me.
Didn't like
It didn't surprise me. Not that I saw it coming, but like, I'm like, oh, okay. Chris Pratt voices both.
Yeah.
Right.
I knew that. Okay. Like, I
Yeah.
accept that.
I kind of feel the same way. I wasn't like shocked.
I wasn't
I wasn't shocked, but I was just like, oh, I should have seen that they were going to go that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with you.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I felt that
agree.
way.
For me, just watching it and like just watching it happen, like where they do that turn where it's like, oh shit, he's the bad guy. I was like, oh, that just feels lazy.
It still
Like-
doesn't feel like Emmett. You
No.
know, his future Emmett. I'm like, Emmett would always be optimistic.
Yeah.
Like,
As is
anyways, you know.
But then they showed, you know, what
Wow.
young Emmett went through to become grizzled Emmett.
Didn't understand how that works.
But
Yeah,
I still
exactly.
don't believe
Like-
it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't believe it.
I think that's my biggest problem is that I don't get like if they keep going back to the human world, I don't get how they like contextualize there
Time
being
travel?
2 timelines, and like where did his ship come from?
He built
made
it.
Did he? Because he kind of like looks at he's like oh, and he like picks it up like cool, a fist ship, and I was like, did he make that or did he?
Who?
Like,
Sorry,
this-
who?
The kid,
Like the real life.
the
kid.
real life kid. Because when he grabs it, he's kind of like oh, like cool. And I was
Are-
like.
They setting up a science fiction third movie where like the Legos actually exist in the real world.
Are they setting up a Tim 6 out of 5? I think so.
No,
They-
that-
they've,
that
they've
would
been,
be
they've been
successful.
casually setting that up.
Yeah.
How they can move in the real world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right? So there's something there.
Toy Story.
Right? I think the next one's probably a horror movie. Right?
Oh,
Kind of
Chucky.
like
Chucky
Chucky or something. Right?
yes.
They come alive and then they, I guess they go on a killing rampage, right?
Small
Prince.
soldiers kind
They're
of.
fighting back,
Small soldiers.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Me too.
Great movie.
Phil and Chris Miller. Phil Lord and Chris Miller, sorry.
Sounds like Phil.
Phil?
Oh,
I'm just like
They wrote
I'm
this.
involved.
They wrote
with-
this
they
one.
did write it.
And
Right.
directed, who
Mike
did it?
Mitchell directed it, which I don't know who that is,
Neither do I.
but
Sure
it
he's
could
a
be
good-
a pseudonym.
Probably a nice person.
Mike Mitchell, I don't know. That's
Could be anybody.
could be anyone.
Could be you.
Talk amongst yourselves. Is there anything
I
else you
didn't
guys
wanna
want to mention?
Break
I'm
it
gonna-
this way, but I've been directing films.
You've been directing films.
I got nothing else to mention really.
The only thing that bugged me was the how evil they all seemed. Like the Sistar planet, like the Sistar group, like how evil they were.
But they sang that song about them not being evil.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Well, that's what fooled you.
Well, I heard the song and I was like, you know what? I don't even think she's evil. Like she's doing all these things that are obvious red flags. They're like, fuck, she's evil. Look at that sign. She's holding up a sign that says evil. Right? It was just like crossed out, says not. But like, I didn't see her. I didn't get an evil vibe from her, so I wasn't buying it.
Okay,
So
so
about the same.
he directed Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo,
Holy fuck!
but after that it was like Sky High,
Scott, I swear to God, every
Sky
time.
High.
Shrek, the final chapter,
Ooh.
3D or whatever.
Such hits as Sky High.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwreck,
Chipwrecked.
the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, Trolls from 2016,
Oh,
right, and the Lego Movie second part.
Hey, he finally nailed it.
this is his best movie, I think.
His
Oh,
magnum
It's his
opus.
best movie.
So the toy movies are in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I mean, Deuce Bigelow,
Unsuccessful.
Mel Gigolo, that's a weird one, right? That's kind of out
It's
of
like
left
a
field.
human toy in a way. It's pretty deep.
I swear to God, every time we look up a director that none of us know, somehow Deuce Bigelow is right at the top of the list of what they've done.
It's very interesting, right?
Weird.
Well, I think that'll do it. If you guys, yeah, that'll do it for our review
done.
of Lego Movie 2, second part. Tim, where can people find us and yourself?
People can find us on Facebook at Upper Late Podcast. You can find me personally on Letterboxd at Upper Tim and on Instagram at TheCrapPundit. We don't use Twitter.
I'm on Letterboxd at Wicked
Still
Swamp.
what I say.
At Wicked Swami.
Wicked Swamp?
Wicked Swami. Wicked
Swamp.
Swami.
Tyler?
Wicked swamp ass. Sorry, so what did you say?
Come on.
That's on Facebook. You say Instagram.
we know you already have
just
that.
say Instagram.
Come on.
Okay.
I actually
You can also find us on Instagram at Up Real Late Podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at Up Real Tie.
up real swamp
I don't
ass.
find anything there. Adam?
You can find me on Twitter at Franny25 and Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
Hey, you can find myself, Scott, on Letterboxd at UpRealScott as well. If you do like this video, leave a like on it. Leave a comment below in the comment section if you want to join our discussion. And, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already.
Ding.
And as always, keep it real.